Hi, it's Jeanette. And Bruce and I are here at Hampton Court Palace. The palace is fantastic, but when you're inside, there's a lot of stopping and starting to see everything. This is the back, you would say, of the palace, the Renaissance side. The Tudor side is on the other side, and when we exit, we'll go by there. But we're here to let's walk together. So I'll do the walking, and I feel like you can do a little bit more of that outside. So this is the great fountain garden. I'm not even going to use my gimbal today, so it might be a little bit choppy, but I feel like that sort of makes this stand out too much. And when there's other people around and guards and things, I don't necessarily want to do that. So Hampton Court Palace is outside of London. You can take a train here, hour and a half maybe. We happen to drive up from the south today. And it was the home of Henry VIII and all 6 of his wives. And the courts. There was a Tudor period, that was his. There was a Georgian period, King George and George the second or third. Ooh, the fountains aren't on. That's too bad. But we'll keep going. Thank you very much. Go around the main fountain, which I wish it was up splashing, but maybe they do it on the hour. Not sure, don't have time to check. Actually kind of zipped through the interior today. I have been here before and really enjoyed the visit. So I would say you could give this a full day out. If you're visiting London, come out to Hampton Court Palace. And then I have some particular parts of the garden that I'd like to walk that I remembered from before. In particular, there's a physics garden, there's a rose garden. Not sure if we'll get to that. I would love to try because they should be in bloom right now. There's also a wilderness. A lot of these were used as sort of hunting lodges initially. So palaces tend to be away from the city where the stags could be hunted. Ooh, look at that. That's a couple of non-Tudor army-looking helicopters, interestingly. Huh. Goes and goes and goes. It'd be a nice walk all the way around. The Long Water. Henry VIII's hunting park and Charles II's formal canal. Hunting. Henry enclosed 750-acre park to keep his deer. His horse Sorrel is famously believed to have stumbled on a molehill which led to his untimely death in 1702. Queen Anne, who was not very mobile, still loved to hunt like Jehu, an ancient biblical warrior king, in a single horse carriage. 300 fallow deer in Home Park today are descended from Henry VIII's original herd. Now planted with sweet rows of lime trees and the canal for water near perfected. There's an aerial perspective. Here's how the couturiers might have been hanging around, strolling around in the 1730s. And they call this the Long Water. And lime trees, a common lime tree. 1660, the Charles II began to create a formal Baroque garden. And we'll come over here and I'll give you a view of Hampton Court Palace from the back. From the distance, it looks so different on this side. It's a different time period. than the front, which is very Tudor. Three Graces, this is the statue, I suspect. Let's see if the sign over by Bruce says the same thing. Well, the duck is wanting something. Soldier encampments. Indian. Regiments from the Indian Army camped at Hampton Court Palace. Early 20th century. Huh. Okay, Bruce, I'm going to walk back towards the palace and then over to the left. Garden why the trees are shaped this way. Directed the laying of the pipes for the fountain, increased the number of them. Yew trees grow and grow. Royalty abandoned living in the palace in 1760. With the gardener, Capability Brown. Lancelot Capability Brown, perhaps you've heard of him, decided to stop clipping the topiary. Out of fashion, saved his own money. Stunted yews began to grow and grow. After the First World War, gardeners returned to clipping these magnificent trees, giant toadstool shapes. They do that every summer. It's fun. I like the entrance. And Mantegna Gallery. Look at the little vine statue. I suppose he's a Tudor gardener. It's cute. It's an English garden. See how nicely manicured. The Privy Garden. Baroque. Originally completed by William III in 1702. And then reworked out in 1995. But it is a nice view from up here. Palace side. A couple of giants protecting the garden. Ooh, step down. Okay. They're restoring the box hedging. Always looking for funds. Looks nice, doesn't it? Full staff of gardeners and offices. It's not exactly the court anymore, but some holly, some anemone, hyacinths, orientalis. Tulips are finished. A few statues for the Romantic era. They don't want us to walk on the grass, darn it, because I would go over and take a closer look at the statues. I like the little holly trees. I may pop over to the next garden without going all the way back. Gold on the gates. Just because, sparkly and glittery and all that silly stuff that I like. Carved lawn. Here it is from here. Bruce might have kept going. I'm not sure where he went. But that's not him, so get that guy out of my photo. Okay, let's take the archway, shall we? It's a little dark. Let's see what's through the door, too. Next garden. We'll come back. So the archway would be something really handy if you wanted to be away from prying eyes, or if it was terribly hot in the middle of the day and you wanted some shade. These vines, nice and full already, and here it is still early June. This is as big an archway as I've ever seen. And I've been to a lot of pretty spectacular gardens. Opened on 6 July 1995. HRH, Prince of Wales. That would be King Charles today. Baroque masterpiece. All manner of shapes, men and women, creatures, sirens, serving maids with baskets, French lilies, and delicate crenellations. True to life and so cleverly, amusingly interwoven. In here. All right, we'll keep going this way. I like walking through this. As far as I can tell, it's looking kind of cool on the video. I hope you're liking walking through it. See close up. The vines all attached, woven in. Still not the grapevine. There's Bruce. Sitting around in the garden. Okay. He's not all that interested in everything like I am. 1568 are the dates on the wall there. Sorry, can I? Thanks. A window into this garden. I want to go down there. So we will do that next. Ooh, maybe we can't. Is that possible? Is it locked? It does look like it has a lock on it. Doggone it. It's exactly where I'd like to go. A couple of palm trees. Water feature. Water feature. I like the little tower beyond it too. Yeah, it appears to be locked. Hold on. Trying to have you hear the birds over there. Sunken gardens. Originally ponds made for Henry VIII. Glass case garden. Perhaps the most enchanting spot in all the grounds in Hampton Court. Well, I would agree, but I'd be better off if I could go in there. Hear the birds the same time as a siren in the distance. Okay, I don't think there. Keep going towards the glass building. Oh, all closed, I guess. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Little windows. I like the little windows through the hedges. Ooh, hello, bird. That's who's doing all the squawking. I don't know what it is. We have several views of it all the way along. Look at the bees on these big ones. I don't want to get stung. And in the back, little hill, the banqueting house, his riverside retreat. It's quite nice too, isn't it? I feel like I think there's a maze garden here, but it's a nice view of all of the chimneys. So many chimneys at this palace. That's a banqueting house, maybe? It's not very big. And I'll go back around. This is the, quote, front side that we just took a look at. Locked. Dang. Okay, we're coming to the grapevine. Buried beneath this patch of earth, and it's big, you can see people walking, it's big, are the roots of the grapevine, largest grapevine in the world, grown in here since the 1700s. 3 average weight male gardeners plus tools equals 270 kilograms, 600 pounds of grapes each year. Oh, and the wisteria on the wall to your right, you can see the great wisteria planted in the early 19th century. It bursts into flower each May for 2 weeks. Oh, and it's over with now. I must have been here in May before. I feel like I remember it. Let's go see the grapevine. Okay. Oh, it stops. This. Okay. It goes all along and all the way to the other side. Guinness gave it a certificate. That's good. All of it is one vine, so it's not a whole bunch of different grapevines. It's the same single vine coming from, pardon me, I'm going to walk around you if I may, coming from right here. It's incredible. 1700s, right? 1740s. Isn't that crazy? And that it would happen in England. It's amazing.
Get one thing right.
Well, it didn't say it makes good wine. But they do sell products from it at the shop, it says. Gosh, look at that girl. She's an old girl and still makes grapes. Go. Look at, there's a bunch. Oh, you can see them all over the place. Look at her go. An impressive old girl. That's how big the space is that they have her in. I'm surprised they're able to layer it. Grown exclusively for the royal table. Growing grapes in this expensive, yet is very labor-intensive fashion demonstration of wealth and status. Until 1920s, theirs were kept strictly for the royal family with the vine keepers. Now everyone can enjoy them during September, sold at the shop. Huh. Yeah, cutting, weighing, everything gets done quick by lunchtime. Holy cow. They darken by August, but they're not ready to eat. 3 more weeks, hanging black to let the sugars develop. September harvest. How fun, huh? This was one of the big things I wanted to get over to because I really like it. Because it's such a surprise. Oh, I like the little statue they made of a stump over here. Okay, Bruce? Did you go in and see? Did you see the grapes growing? There was a little garden. Oh, a dahlia border. Let's walk along the dahlia border. She's a tree stump. These dahlias are named for Catherine Deneuve. Well, David Howarth. So these will be blooming a bit later for the most part. That's a nice one. Pulp Fiction, they've named these. Silly. Silly. Cafe au lait. Maybe they'll pop in brown chat noir. It's a black cat. Bishop of Llandaff. Don't know who he is. Very nice. White Peckletons, but I don't know. Oh, look at how fun those are. Whoops. Wizard of Oz is the name of those. Here's another gardener made out of tree bark. All kinds of dahlias. More chimneys to be seen. Here's where the grapevine was. I love the chimneys. They're such an assortment. It's really decorative. And let's go find the rose garden.